Hi guys, good to be back making videos. Been really busy since lockdown. Today I'm having a look at my diesel heater and installing that. I may do different heating in the future, but for now I've got an old diesel heater. I've upgraded it with some new bits, but I'm trying to remove the panel, the under tray under the van, and I'm going to fit the diesel heater under the driver's seat. I'll show you what I'm doing at the moment. So I'm trying to remove this tray. I've got most of the bolts out, but the last two, which I can't quite see clearly, are not normal. Maybe they'll come off with pliers or something, but they're hidden underneath. Okay, finally managed to get it off. Just needed a pry bar on those last couple. The first 5 or 6 were all bolts, needed an 8mm head, 8mm spanner, sorry. And then there was a couple that need prying off. They're under the van somewhere, so I need to find them so I don't run over them with the tyres. That's the panel off this side of the vehicle. Hopefully I can get underneath now to access the area I want to drill through for the diesel heater exhaust and air intake. Okay, so the plate fits snugly in place. You see there's contours on that bit that I've just cut out, so I can still get the plug back in under there. The heater's just popped in place there. I haven't removed that lining there, so it's not quite sitting flush to the plate. Obviously, as I said, I will mount it to the plate before I put the plate in. But jobs I've got to do now, I'll come out and do later, is just tidy up all the cut edge around the hole underneath, and just file that down, get rid of any horrible little bits, and then just put some rust proof paint around the edges. That'll be perfect for when I come back tomorrow. Decided to go with this small fuel tank rather than the weird shaped one that I got with the diesel heater first time round when I installed it. I like the fact that this one pumps up from a spout that's just off the bottom of that tank. Where possible, I've used decent hose that I ordered. Then it's the white clear plastic stuff. Not for long, only for about less than a metre. Then it connects via a bit more of the black stuff into the fuel pump via a filter, and then the black hose goes between the filter and the bottom of the diesel heater. I did notice, and I'll show you, that the fuel filter was only partially filled, so I've just held that at an angle so that on this last startup it failed, but it did pump a lot more fuel into the filter, and one more run and it should be able to catch up. Let's have a look. So it's the old style controller. Let's go and have a look underneath. So there's a lot more fuel in it now, but there's still quite a lot of air, so I'm just going to hold that at an angle. When the pump clicks in a minute, if I hold this at an angle like that, so no fuel is getting through, it will suck out that air. And then once that's done, I will attach this up underneath there at the same angle, which is about, it's supposed to be between 15 and 30 degrees. I think that's what that is, just about 15 degrees barely. So the pump should start any moment now. If I hold that there, you can see the fuel in it. There we go. And one of the good things I've noticed with inside the vehicle is it's quite hard to hear the pump. Now, at the moment they're temporarily mounted on very weak cable ties, but I will get that couple of mounting points put in so it's suspended and doesn't vibrate with the van. It's already nice and quiet being out here. Now this whole area here has a skid pan, a body protector panel at the bottom, can't remember what it's called, that I'll need to adjust before I refit so that it doesn't come into contact with the exhaust, which is over here. Looking a bit worse for wear. Okay, you can see that fuel filter is filling up nicely now, so when that's at an angle, I'm not going to have any trouble. So it just failed. It was just, I think there's a tiny little bit of air left in that, so I'll wait a few minutes for the cool down, we'll start the next time, and then that fuel filter will be completely full, so it doesn't matter if it's an angle of any air getting in and disrupting it when I really need it. Okay, it's hard to see the exhaust, but it is still noticeable if you're looking for it. It's a bit tatty, but it'll do. I've ordered just a short extension piece, so I'll be able to put that silencer tucked away a little bit more, and then just have a small bit of pipe sticking out. And the bit of pipe I've got is only quite short, so the whole exhaust length will still be well under 2 meters. With that fuel filter fully primed, second run, working absolutely fine. It's getting much hotter already, so I'm going to leave it running for a little while. It's not its first run, this is the heater out of the previous van. So I've had all the white smoke issues and whatever, but I'm just glad that this one's worked, so I thought there might be a problem. And so all is good. All I've had to do is upgrade a few of the hose clips, which I think was worth doing the first time and not waiting. But the fuel pump still works fine. I had to buy a new fuel filter, but in fact I bought a couple of them. It was handy to have. And a new fuel tank, and I've also ordered some a little small piece of exhaust. Plus I ordered 1 meter of the rubber fuel hose, this stuff, and only used about half a meter of it I think, but good to have some new stuff. Some of the stuff that you can buy on Amazon is absolute rubbish. I'm talking about the fuel hose as well as other things, but this stuff is proper fuel grade rated with a writing on it. And I checked out who the supplier was, and it wasn't coming from a weird name company in China. Although they'll sell you the diesel heater and whatever, some of the standards on some of the hoses need to be watched, and it's well worth upgrading them. Appreciate the heater's quite noisy at the moment, but I just want to show there's a nice clear access under the front there for the air intake, and that is pulling in nicely. Lovely hot air coming out there. We'll clean up under that seat, tidy up some of these wires, and make sure that the fuel and things are run nicely. And then once the heater is shut down after this little run, I will screw it in to the mounting points on the floor. Just clean up in there, it's pretty mean to be honest. So I will get all this tidied up in the morning, put in place, cables and fuel lines run, all the clips underneath, everything done, so it's all sorted and safe. Get the seat back in, and then it's a case of being able to get on with other stuff. So there's a little bit of progress on my van. I've got plenty of time off over Christmas, so hopefully I'll get quite a bit done then, and show you some more regular videos of what I get on with. Now I've got the diesel heater in, as I've said before, I'll be able to get on with loads of jobs in the evening that I couldn't do before. Anyway guys, as always, thanks for watching.